Good morning, everybody. It is 5 o'clock here, my time, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and we are going to go through a couple of coins here and try to see whatever has the highest potential for the next couple of days, maybe weeks or month. I have a bit of a list here, so we'll just go through a couple and see what we got here. We're gonna start first with Ripple. We've been having a bit of. I've been interested in it recently, especially for the past couple of weeks. Here we had almost. How much is this? 30%. Yeah, they're about 35% increase in price now. Our weekly candle is gonna close within the next 3 days. Looks like we're definitely reacting to the 200 EMA on the weekly chart. But the most importantly is that we bounced off our 21 EMA on the weekly chart. So within the next 3 days, we'll see what happens. It's our first candle touching. Previously, we had almost we had one, two, three, four, five. I would say four weekly candles trying to close above the 200 EMA, but couldn't. Now we're trying again, and we'll see if the weekly candle closes above this 200 EMA, then we'll yeah, like we're basically extremely interested in it. Most likely gonna long this, and if we switch to the daily candle here, looks like we played along our 200, 100, and 21 EMA for the long time. And as soon as we closed above it, and we went above our 25 cent region, we actually shot all the way up. And this is usually typical. Whenever we bounce off our 200 EMA, we will fly all the way above, create a gap between our 200 EMA and the price action. We'll play sideways for a bit until the 200 EMA kind of catches up. And sometimes, if it doesn't, we will fall back towards it and then shoot right back up. So, which kind of makes sense if we switch back to the weekly candle here. We're finding some sort of resistance at the 200 EMA for the next couple of days. We might go back down a bit, maybe I would say to the at least to the 26 cent region, but it might turn out extremely bullish. But for the most part, we should at least acknowledge the resistance coming up here, and that's what I think is going to happen here on the daily. We're going to have a bit of a sideways consolidation, maybe a bit of downtrend, but at least sideways consolidation. Looks like we already started that. This candle is at least almost 65% past the previous bearish candles, so that's a bit of a it pierced right back through it. And yeah, I think we're gonna have a bit of a similar scenario of what happened here. I'm just gonna kind of play out back here, but anything can happen. But at least we can keep that in mind. RSI is a bit on the oversold region on the daily. We're having a bit of a downtick on the MACD, so I think we might retest the 200 EMA again or the 21 EMA. This for Ripple. If we're looking at VeChain, we had a bit of success recently here. We entered a nice long, a good 5%. We entered at, let's see if we go back to the 1 hour here. Yes, I believe it was on November. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, we've been implementing this strategy recently, um, just trading high probability setups and only high probability setups, and been noticing a lot of that on the weekly, on the hourly chart, with coupled with the 200 and 100 EMA. We are we are really bouncing off the 200 and 100 EMA every time we touch it, basically. So if we're below it, it's going to be a resistance, and we can aim to take profit at the 200 EMA. And if it is below the price if it's below the price action, then we will wait for it to come back to it and then enter along. And you can see that so many times here. Um, you are most likely to shoot back up if you actually touch it. So just something to keep in mind. For example, now we are below it, so we'll see what happens in terms of how this price actually is gonna go. But looking at VeChain right now, looks like we are in some sort of a support zone. But let's just I like to go back to the weekly chart first just to get a full idea of what to expect. But yes, on the weekly chart, we shot back up, had some sideways consolidation, went all the way back down. Looks like we're having a bit of wicks to the 200 EMA here. Looks like we are reacting off of that zone. So we expect to see an uptrend now. It looks like we definitely see some support at this level, and with all these wicks showing us that the bulls are trying to get back in. So I do expect some sort of an uptrend. Looks like actually VeChain is gonna have a nice, I would say, month or two coming up ahead. So say keep that in mind. If we go to the daily chart here, looks like we're trying to go through the 200 and 100 EMA here. These next couple of days are pivotal. I think let's see. We're having higher highs on our on our RSI on daily, while we're almost in a downtrend. So that's good. That's a good indication. I think this is gonna go up, but let's just see for the next couple of days what's gonna happen. This candle right here just shot right through the whole thing. So I think we're probably gonna find a bit of support and then push back right back up. So yeah, see the 4 hour here. Yeah, yeah, I think this is good. 4 hours clearly bullish. 4 hours clearly trying to bounce off the 200 EMA. Um, uh, if you go to the 1 hour, yeah, it's playing around it, but I think the 4 hour and the weekly here is extremely important. The 4 hour showing us that we are to expect something to happen soon here. We do expect a bounce up. But let's see here. We have 3 hours and 50 minutes to see how this candle plays out. So if we get a green candle here that at least goes and closes above this candle, closes above the 0.01117, then this will be extremely bullish. um 1 hour, yeah, we're having a bit of not a lot of volume yet, but we'll see what's gonna happen here. If we look at the daily, yeah, yeah, no, so this is VeChain. I think we're gonna have a good 2 3 weeks ahead of us for sure. um Yeah, we can try to check link here um, on the weekly chart. I see. So yeah, looks like Link already found support at the 21 EMA here, 55, 21, and 200. Let's just add those in. It's not showing it because it's pretty new. Okay, so it looks like we did found support at the 21 EMA, and looks like we're already starting that. I would say one to our third wave. Um, uh, that's on the weekly chart. So we're seeing long wicks to the bottom, especially with this hammer here, indicating that there's a reversal coming. Um, and I think it's gonna. It's also the same thing with VeChain here. I think it's gonna have a good, month coming ahead. Daily chart. We found support at 200 EMA. Looks like we are finding support at the 21 EMA also. This is extremely bullish. This is nice. I like Chainlink right now. I really like Chainlink right now, especially we're having substantial um, volume right now. Yesterday, actually, we had very good volume. This is very bullish, you guys. I think this is extremely bullish. Looks like we might see maybe a bit of consolidation here, but I think it's gonna stay above this level for a bit, above the $13 at least right now. So it's good to keep that in mind. I'm definitely gonna long this. I'm just gonna wait on it a bit just to see a bit of more clear sign. But even the 4 hour here is showing some. Yeah, I like Chainlink. 4 hour and the hourly. Yeah, so the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and the weekly are all above our 200 EMA. So this is a very good sign. All of our time charts are saying the same thing, and looking like we will definitely at least try to shoot up to the $20, if not beyond that. This is extremely bullish. This is extremely bullish. I like it. We'll see. Right now, we'll see how this develops. But yeah, I think this is it for me today. These are the top coins I'm looking at for the next at least couple of days. So um, uh, if you like this, please comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening.